The Hokies take the field in this electric Enter Sandman entrance. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, it's Raymond. Breaks into the open. At the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Here's a little room, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a hole up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Hits inside, it's Overton. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. The Hokies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Drives inside. Sees a crease. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Hokies. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Pulls it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Out wide left, it's Duff. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. He's past the marker. Got room on the return. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the and in rushing. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. The throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Got a little space across the 25. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Hokies are in the red zone. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives them a first and goal.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Snap it to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Rush right in his face. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short. Looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rutgers. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Changing the routes with his receivers. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
And they can't make the connection. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. This time on target. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he could carve up this defense.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide open playbook on 2nd and short. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Catch in the middle, it's Overton. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Hokies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The run inside. It's Raymond. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Left side, it's Raymond. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. From the gun. Got a man, it's Raymond. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Raymond. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Sweet cut there. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. First down for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Finds his man. It's Mitchell. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. This time it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Hokies sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But, guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got rid of it just in time. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the option. And he's brought down after a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in.
But, and he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their 1st. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. They'll try the toss to the left. Turning it on. Got the 1st down. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, makes his man miss. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They're all over him. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Time to take a shot. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 20 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Commodores coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Virginia Tech's head coach told me at halftime he is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Right side, it's Reynolds. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Motion from the wideout. Fresh set of downs going up top. Reels it in. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll ride him again. They were all over it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Throws it off the RPO. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. Working the ground game. Swamped immediately.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. These fans touching the figurative Hokie Stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh set of downs going to the air. That's caught. It's Duff. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quick give. But got enough space. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down, going to throw it. Between the hashes, it's Reynolds. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first. Got his man down the middle. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hit as he throws. Out wide left, it's Heat. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in, it's Reynolds. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the Hokies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey, guys, here on the Rutgers sideline, one of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing? Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And, guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Setting up the screen. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, third down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play, and get the first down.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
In the backfield, it's Black. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good solid. On that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Based on what we've seen, if you like offense, this is the game for you, and we've got a big fourth period waiting. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He's not going to make it. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Under pressure. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Hokies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Drops back on first down. Short pass. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Hokies. They move on top here in the fourth. That's his third touchdown of the game and 19 on the season. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Wants to go up top on second down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. The most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they forced an advantageous situation on 3rd and 1.
And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for a gap. It's Overton. Breaks into the open. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Rashada Downs going up top. Looking for the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Takes it the other way. Inside the 50. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Great place to start for this offense. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side is Allen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here comes the Heat. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Rushes on. Under Heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. 2nd down to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to make this catch. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds us back in the middle.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires downfield. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a 4th quarter, 4th down. We gotta get some points.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Rush right in his face. And he avoids the sack.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to 3rd and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defense putting points on the board. And score down lead, up 14 in the fourth.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping. Defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, got to have it right now. Out wide left, it's Allen. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. The snap sets up to throw. Got it on the outside, it's Mitchell.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Gets rid of it, and his throw is incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense...
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Looking for the marker. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Well, it's a moment in a game offensively where you like to think you can just run the football and that down in distance and stay on the field, but David, the defense wasn't having it. They completely bowed up front. Physical, and they dominated in that play. Absolutely nowhere for that guy to go, and this offense is good.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Hokies. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun. Throws to the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. After the stumble earlier this year,